Welcome. Hi Instagram. I'm actually going live in Superconscious Entrepreneur group on Facebook. And I actually just wanted to come on today following on from the Superconscious Blueprint workshop that I did on the weekend. And I thought it was just like such good value, the introduction, and I just wanted to introduce you to what it is like to be a Superconscious Entrepreneur. Now, if you're already in my Facebook group, this is like the first introduction about how to become a superconscious entrepreneur. This is about understanding your journey and why you're here. So I'm going to go through this, and I'm streaming live on Instagram too, just to give you a little bit of a snippet about what it's like to be in the Superconscious Entrepreneur group. We're going to start ramping up the involvement and content that you'll see in this group. 2022 is really going to be, your year of taking action and turning thoughts into things. So you might be here because you're ready to commit completely to living this unlimited life. You're ready to take action and do whatever it takes to step fully into your desired reality, your true authentic self, and start creating. You're ready to learn about becoming love and what matters most to you. And you're ready to take action, right? So you're here because there's the problem. The problem is you've been trying to create an outcome for many, many years and you still don't have it, right? I'm sure we've all tried to create something and you keep putting it off and you're trying to create this outcome. It might be a business, it might be a personal goal, it might be a financial goal, a health goal, a relationship goal. You've been trying to create it for years and years and years and you still don't have it. All right, that's the problem. That's why you're here. The solution is to learn the alchemy of creation and actually shift your identity through what we call the 5 steps to superconscious creation. This is a 5-step process. All right, so some of the mistakes that we really go through, some of the mistakes that stop people from actually having that creation is because you're working from the wrong structure. You're in solving structure and you're just focused on your current reality. Hour away trying to heal your We're going to go through a bit more about this in depth. Another mistake is that thinking that you will change when you actually achieve your result. So when you have the health, I'm finally going to be happy and have the energy. When I have the money, then I'll be happy. When I have the relationship, then I can give myself permission to be happy, right? So you must, this is a fundamental flaw in thinking, because you must be it before you see it. Everything happens in the energetic field first, and then it comes into the physical, right? So another mistake that you're out of emotional alignment with what you desire, right? In that emotional frequency of what you desire, and so you can't grow an abundance tree planting seeds of scarcity, right? You can't to grow strawberries if you plant blueberry seeds, right? You've got to be it before you see it. The other mistake that we tend to go through is not following the natural laws, and there are these universal laws that follow alchemy, and if you're not following them, then you're not able to create. So we want to learn how to really follow the natural laws, the universal laws. Another mistake is actually that you're not going for what you love. You think you might need one thing, but actually it's really to solve how your current reality sucks, right? You're not actually going for what you love. That's one of the biggest mistakes that we make as a creator. We're actually not going for what we love. And we're not following through with action. We're not actually taking action. We may think we're doing all these things, we keep busy, but it's actually not aligned action to where you want to go. It's all these other things that make you feel good for a temporary short-term fix. So we're not following through, and we're holding on to the past. So where our past experiences are predicting our future, and so we're not actually able to move forward into the unknown and start creating what you love, because you're holding on to the past. You're letting the past stop you from where you actually really want to go. Right? So that's the problem, that's the solution, these are the mistakes you're making. Give me some love if you're resonating with any of this. Yeah. So there are two core premises that we live by. It's a guide to conscious life. The core premise number one, all right? You're not broken. You are not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. Even if you think you're not perfect and you're not getting what you want in your life, and it must be you, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, I was born like this. Nuh-uh. You're not broken. You are operating exactly how you've been programmed to. You are the powerful creator of your reality. That's core premise number two. Thanks for listening. You're not broken, you're the powerful creator. So when you shift your perspective of you are the powerful creator of your life, that's when everything's going to change. And this takes time, all right? I'm not expecting you to understand it right now. This takes time to understand and really embed. But these are the two core premises that we live by in this superconscious work. You're not broken, and you are the powerful creator of your reality. Good news, right? Yeah. Now, I also live by these two incarnation intentions. These are, I've actually borrowed these from an incredible coach and a mentor of mine from a few years back, and they really resonated with me, and it's stuck with me ever since. And they are, you are a divine spirit being having a human physical emotional experience. So you're actually divine, you are infinite, is spirit, soul, whatever you want to call it, and we're choosing to have a limited human experience where you're born and you die. And in between, we have this physical realm where things are limited, and that's how we get to experience life. So as this divine human, we get to contribute to the collective consciousness where we raise the vibration of the planet for the highest, greatest good of all. That is what we're seeing in the world today, and it is so incredibly beautiful and humbling, is to see your light, every individual is contributing their light, their passion, their love, their heart, their soul to the collective consciousness, which in turn raises the vibration of the planet, which is what we're experiencing, this ascension. We're experiencing the raise of vibration, people waking up. And it's for the highest, greatest good. So we get to contribute just by being ourselves. And there's these 4 core orientational choices that I want to run through, and I'll get to them shortly. Now, we go through this journey. So I want to explain to you a bit of the journey to superconscious living. So the journey starts off, right? There's a sperm and an egg, and there's action that happens, And when at 4 weeks old, the heart starts beating. What creates that? Isn't it fascinating when you really think about it? What is that spark that just decides, oh, the heart's going to start beating? Isn't that a miracle? When you think about it, isn't it a freaking miracle that all of a sudden the heart starts beating? Miracle, honestly. When the heart starts beating, that's when your consciousness starts, right? And in this moment, you've chosen to be here. And you're this pure creative spirit. You have everything you need. You're in this warm, comfy womb space. You're getting fed, your warmth, your safety, your mother's protecting you, giving you nutrients, everything that you need. You don't have to worry about anything. Everything's just given to you. It's so comfy. You're pure creative spirit. Unlimited, it's there we are. And how amazing is that? And then creative spirit, we're actually operating in our unconscious. So we don't have a brain, we don't have a frontal cortex that we have a thinking brain yet. We're still operating as a pure creative spirit in our unconscious. So our unconscious defines itself through emotion. So as we're in the womb, we're actually already communicating and learning how the world is through emotions, through your mother's emotion, through your father's emotion, the emotion and energy around you in your family, in your environment. That all has impact on your being, your understanding about the world. And that starts already in the womb. So you're born, and as this creative spirit, you now all of a sudden have this limited experience where you're separate from your mother. You're separate. You become an individual. And Carl Jung calls it the individuation process. So you become this individual, and you have this limited perspective, right? So we go through this world and we realize we don't have it all. I have to actually do something to get fed, you know. And when we're a baby, it's given to us quite regularly, but then we grow older and older and older, and we realize we have to do things to get what we want. We can't just have it. And so this is the wounding process. This is a very, very natural process, right, to go through. We get wounded. We orientate from the perspective that we don't have something, we have to do something to get something. So we orientate from this world view, from this limitation. So there are six, if I can count. There are 6 core woundings that we experience. They're the main ones. So it's I'm not good enough. So the I'm not good enough is this orientation where we have to do something to be good enough. We're always trying to prove ourselves. We have to prove that we're good enough so that we get the attention, and then I'll get the attention, and then we get what we want. You have to prove, you're always proving yourself. I'm unworthy is the second one. They're not in any particular order. So the I'm unworthy wounding and identity, these are all beliefs. I'm unworthy is when, you're always trying to be deserving. I've got to do something to be worthy. I've got to be deserving of having something so that, I deserve to have it. I'm worthy of having it. And this is, I think we can all resonate. Give me some love if you resonate with one of these two. I think we all can. And the other one is I don't belong. So the need to belong is such a core need. It's actually in the hierarchy, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs as well. And that I don't belong belief, this identity. So you're always striving to fit in. You're doing everything to just fit in, even if it's not, you know, your own truth. You're wounded in this way that you just, everything that you do, it has to, you know, prove that you fit in, that you belong to this tribe, because we're born into a society. We need to belong, right? So the fourth one is I'm insignificant, I'm invisible. This wounding is all about status. So needing to be significant. You're always going to try and be significant, be visible, right? So you orientate from this perspective. You have this belief, I'm insignificant. Fifth one is I don't have the capacity. I'm not good enough. You know, I'm not smart enough. I don't have the capacity. This is the wounding, this is the identity that you're always trying to learn more. You need to learn more. As soon as I'm capable, then I can be confident. I need to be capable. And this is a core wounding that comes from it. I need to prove that I'm capable. So you're always wanting to learn more before you can actually feel like you deserve it, right? And the sixth core wounding, this is an unwanted, this is an identity, it's a core wounding, is the need to be perfect. This is a big one for me. So the need to be perfect is the core wounding. So you're always taking action, you're always doing things to try and fix yourself. You're trying to be perfect. I can't be seen unless I'm perfect. I won't put myself out there unless, you know, it's got to be perfect. And this is a core wounding that we've learned through childhood. So this is when we orientate from these limited perspectives, right? And so we spend our entire life orientating through this limitation. Okay? So you create a life to solve your limitations. And when you create a life where you need to solve these limitations, you're in the problem-solving structure. Because your first intent is to solve a problem, not to create. So we start oscillating. We start going for what we want to create, and then there's this identity that says, well, you're not good enough, so we go to fix that. And we go, you know, get another coach, read another book, get more capable, be more perfect, feel more confident. And then you do, and so you start going for what you want because you feel more deserving. But then there's this other identity that says, well, now you've got this identity that says you need to fix yourself. So what do? You take your attention and you go back and try and fix another aspect of you that you think's broken. Who can resonate with this? This structure where you're just oscillating. You kind of get a bit of success, but then something pops up and you're like, oh no, I need another coach. I need another, you know, need to do more things to feel more worthy, to be more perfect, to belong. You know, all of these. Yeah, feel that loop. So true, right? Yeah. So this is a structure. This is a problem-solving structure. And we will remain in this structure our entire lives on repeat, in wealth, in relationships, in health, and everything in between, right? This is the structure we live in. I'm broken, I need fixing, and so you go and do something to fix yourself, you feel good, then you feel worthy enough to go for your dreams, you take action, and then something pops up, you go fix that other part of yourself. It's oscillating, right? This is the powerless, self-conscious, victim to circumstance perspective. You're the victim to your circumstance. This is where I know every single one of you that's watching this right now, you've come to this point and there's a shift. You've said there's got to be an easier way. There's got to be more to life. There's got to be something else. How come there are all of these successful people and they're not perfect and they can have success and they've got bad relationships and they're overweight and, you know, they've got all these things wrong with them, but they can have success? So we think, well, there's a shift, right? There's a line in the sand. I'm not going to take it anymore. And for me, my line in the sand was in my corporate job, where I was working late nights, not getting paid extra. I was working my ass off. No one gave a shit about the work I was doing. It was, you know, there was no life. I was in this corporate job that was just draining my energy. I look back, months go by, years go by, I'm like, holy shit, what have I done? I've gone out on a Friday night and had fun, and that was my escape, because my whole week has been incredibly draining. There's got to be more to life than this. Who's been in that situation? Yes, I can see some people agreeing there. It's draining. It's like, is this really life? Is that it? You work your ass off, earn money, go on a holiday once a year? Is that it? And this is where we draw the line in the sand. Right? This is why you're listening right now. Because you've come to that point where you've drawn the line in the sand. You go, nah, there's got to be more to that. Got to be more to life than this struggle. Yeah. I'm seeing some people agree. Yes. So this is the shift. This is the shift from the powerless victim orientation into the powerful superconscious creator of your reality. This is where you get to learn to connect to your superconscious. We start off, thanks for the love, we start off with this shift. And we start with making a choice. Recognizing that we have these core woundings, and that's okay, because everyone's got them. And you can create while imperfect. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be worthy. You don't need to belong. You don't need to be significant. You don't need to be good enough. You can create exactly how you are right now. You just need to choose. Recognize that you are the powerful creator. So the first step is to make a true choice. Now, we always start off with these 4 core orientational choices. And we do that because it's how we orientate to the world. We've got to change how we orientate to the world. Instead of being the victim, we actually take back our power and orientate from the 4 core orientational choices. Okay? So, the first core orientational choice is I choose to be the predominant creative force in my life. So, choosing to be the predominant creative force, this means you choose to be the powerful creator, that you're in control. You choose to react in ways that you desire, and when you live from this predominant creative force, you're choosing all of your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your beliefs, your focus. You are the predominant creator, right? Now, we say predominant because this is a co-creation. We're co-creating. Your role in this co-creation is to choose what you love. You choose what you want to create. The how it is manifested and comes to fruition is not up to you. As much as your unconscious, your self-conscious wants it to be, in control of how's it going to show up. I need to know. It's not up to you. And that's the universe. That's the energy that is matched. So you plant the seed of the identity of how you want to be, and the universe matches that, and it shows, it sends you exactly how that looks. Is you don't know. You don't know the specifics. You'll never know. All you know is how it feels, and that's what you choose, that's what you want. And the universe has funny ways of showing us that emotion, right? So yeah, that's the first choice. Choose to be the creator. The second orientational choice is I choose to live my true nature and purpose. This choice ensures that you're living in alignment with your fullest expression. Whether you're a parent, a sports player, an artist, a lover, a musician, this is why you are here. Everyone is different. Everyone has their own purpose. To live your true nature is to actually live as the creative force. Your true nature is a creator. It's creative energy. And your purpose is to create all the things that you want to create. Right? Does that relieve some pressure of I need to have a purpose? You get to choose your purpose with what you choose to create in your life. That's your purpose. And everyone has a different purpose. It doesn't need to be this big thing of I was born this like superstar and so talented. Some people have that. Some people don't. But everyone has their own unique purpose, and that's to be them, to be their fullest expression of them, their uniqueness, their pure essence. Everyone's different. And how beautiful is that? Pressure relieved. The third core orientational choice is to choose to love your life. Choose to live a life that you love right now. Regardless of your circumstance, regardless whether you're on, which side of the roller coaster, you still love your life. And you consciously choose to love your life. When you make that conscious choice, it's a powerful instruction. Because you choose to live a life that you love regardless of what life throws at you. You understand that, life isn't linear, it's not perfect, but you get to choose to love your life anyway. And that's a big one to really grasp in this time at the moment where the whole world's kind of in disarray and there's so much heavy energy going on at the moment. People can't see family, friends, you can't travel. There's things that have liberties taken away that we feel like, I don't have a choice. I can't be the creator. I'm the victim to this society. But you can still choose to love your life with what you have. You might have a beautiful home. It might not be your perfect home, but you might still have a roof over your head, and that's still an amazing, choice. So it's a great. Choose to love your life every day. And the fourth one is, acknowledging that we are having a human experience and that this is a limitation, and you've got to look after your body. So choose health and vitality every day. Choose it. Now, in every moment, you might not be 100% optimal health. And we say, I'm sick, I've got this diagnosis, I've got this condition. But actually, it might only be 1% of your cells that are in disequilibrium or in dis-ease. 99% of you is actually in good health. So we want to focus our energy on that gratitude of having good health and vitality. You might have a condition, but you can see, you can hear, you can walk, you've got all fingers. There are so many parts of you that are in good health. So what we want to do is actually acknowledge every day and send gratitude to our health and vitality. So this choice really brings you into the creative power about your health and energy. And you regain control of your body, and you're no longer in this situation that feels like your body is against you, because you get to reconnect to the power that's in all of us to transform and create any kind of body that we love. How does that feel? The 4 core orientational choices. So these are the 4 core. This is the shift. This is the shift. Once you start orientating from these 4 core, and you have no resistance towards these 4 core orientational choices, that's when you start living as a superconscious creator. Now, luckily, we get to recode all the instruction causing resistance to just having it now. Right? You get to recode. We get to use the laws of the universe, universal laws, the laws of quantum physics, and you get to change that instruction. I'm not going to go into that today, and we're just going through the journey. But know that with recodes, with many energy modalities, there are ways that you can actually change the instruction of your limited perspective and these aspects of you. Right? So once you recode your resistance to living the 4. You live the 4. You use your superconscious insight. So your superconscious gives you insight into your future. So your intuition. And you use your superconscious to make true choices. So you decide what you do love from an unlimited perspective, a cloud of possibility. You choose what you love. You choose what you would want to create. It could be absolutely anything. It could be $1 million. It could be 10,000. It could be the love of your life. It could be a safari in Africa. It could be being a mother. It could be owning a dog. It could be driving your dream car. You get to choose. There's only one reason why you would choose to create something. One reason. Because you would love it. That's it. Because you would love it. You don't need to justify your choice. Doesn't need to be solving a problem. And there are many ways we create ineffective choices, which I went through in the workshop. Not going to go through it today, but actually understanding what a true end result is, a true choice, is really important part of the journey. So once you choose what you love, you recode all of the resistance to having it now, and you follow through. You take aligned action, right? This is when you start turning thoughts into things. Remember, everything happens in the invisible first, and then it's manifested in the physical reality. So we do this by using the 5-step process, right? We recode all the resistance to you just moving forward into living it now. Once you start becoming superconscious, you live your truth. You have it all now. You realize you have access to everything that you want right now. And you choose to create more that you love. You realize that you come to this magnetic moment. The magnetic moment, the wizard's gate, is where you are totally 100% satisfied with where you are now, and you choose to create more. This is when you truly are the superconscious creator of your life. That's when you can become superconscious. When you choose what you love, and you love your life now, and from no other reason that you just choose to create what you love, you take aligned action and you move forward with ease. That is becoming superconscious. And we get to have that. Okay? So this is the journey. If you came in halfway through, I'll post this video, so head back to the start and you can re-watch it. But this is the journey to becoming super conscious, and this is the journey I take my clients on. We use the 5 steps of super conscious creation, which I'm going to share with you next week. So that's the journey. That's the introduction to becoming super conscious. Now, really, if you've got any questions, if you've got any insights and you want to learn more about working with me and working with the 5 steps, becoming super conscious and actually creating what you love, please send me a DM, support this journey, like, share, and comment below. And yeah, that's all I've got for today. Thank you so much for joining. Stay super conscious. Love you all. Mwah.